Good evening, everyone. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. So, in this session, we are going to solve some puzzles that are asked in Maharashtra CET MBA examination. If we talk about the reasoning section, that is the biggest section in this examination. So, by that common trend, there are 75 questions. But like last year, it was a mixed bag of questions. So even then, there were at least 50 questions in this section. Okay, and this is the major section of the examination, and it requires like the big chunk of this consists of puzzles. Okay, so one must be prepared with different kinds of puzzles. So if we talk about the different kind of puzzles that you must practice are your arrangement, that is linear, circular, you have floor based puzzles, then grid based puzzles, comparison based puzzles. Right, comparison is wherein you have to compare arranging ascending or descending order based on height, weight, different criteria, etc. Okay, so these are the different variants of puzzles that they ask. Okay, and in these also, like linear could be two rows also, right? Within linear you can have two rows, you can have both sides, some people facing north, some facing south, right? Similarly in circular also, some facing in, some facing out. So mix of like there can be complexity also within these puzzles. So these are the different categories of puzzles that you must be preparing for Maharashtra city, right? And this is a major chunk of the reasoning section, right? All right, so let's start with the first set. So this is a set. It says that there is a certain number of people sitting in a row. Three people are sitting between A and M. Q is sitting to the main right of M. So likewise, some statements are given to us. We need to in this case there are uncertain number. Yeah, you are not given the number of people, right? So it says a certain number of people. So we do not know how many people are there, right? So in these kind of puzzles, the very first question they ask is how many people are sitting in the row. Okay, so let us solve this and find out how many people are sitting in the row and then subsequently answer the questions. Okay, so let's start with this. So try solving it. Let's see how much time you take to solve this question. And I'll tell you what should be the approach of solving puzzles. 'Good evening, Ashish, SG, Anuja, Akshay, Sweetie. I hope all of you are doing good. So there are certain number of people, right? So this is one variant of puzzle that is often asked, right? Okay, so Ashish says, then how many people are sitting in this row? So if we are done, do let me know the number of people sitting in this row. 9 people. No, these there are not 9 people. There will be many more. Okay. So the first thing is right. These are the only people that we know. Apart from them, also there are certain people that are sitting in the row. Okay, so 9 is you are counting the number of people whose names are given. So what happens in these kind of questions is we are given certain people whose names are given. Apart from that, some people are not given to us, right? Which are also present in that arrangement. Sixteen. Okay, 17. So in any puzzle, right, be it you know the number of people or you do not know the number of people, find a statement that tells the fixed position. If you can find the fixed position of a person, that is something that you need to start with. Okay. All right. So Dhanashree is saying that 19, Gaurav is saying 19. So first thing in any puzzle, right, any seating arrangement puzzle, be it linear, circular, floor, anything, any of the statements which says that it is saying that R, it should be R is sitting, R sitting here. R is sitting at one of the extreme ends, right? R is sitting at one of the extreme ends. Now that could be left or right. Okay. So first you try to find some fixed position, then you try to build a chain with those statements. Okay. So it says that R is sitting at one of the extreme ends and R is sitting to the immediate left of T. Okay. Now, if R is sitting to the immediate left of T, R cannot be to the right end. Right. If R is to the right end, then it cannot be left of T. So R is on the left end. Okay. So that tells us that it is on the left end. Okay. So one we know is R and T on the left side. So R and T, right? Now, any connection with T is that if you see R or T, the number of persons sitting between A and Q is same as the number of people sitting between T and Q. So whatever is the number of people between T and Q and A and Q, that is same, right? We do not know the position of Q, we do not know the position of A, right? So we will have to look for A and Q and try to find out. So let us go to these statements. Three people sitting between A and M. So if three people sitting between A and M, that could be A, three people M, or M, three people A. It can see when you say three people sitting between, it can be left side, right side, both. Okay, unless it is specified. Q is sitting to the immediate right of M. So it is Q in this case. In this case, it is Q. Okay. Uh, Now two people are sitting between A and C. So we cannot have 1, 2 and C. So we will have 1, 2 and C. Okay. In this case, C could be here or 1, 2. We can also have a possibility of C. So let us put at C dash. Okay. Then we have G is sitting second to the right of C. Okay, G is sitting second to the right of C. So if we consider this case, this is not possible. No, this is not possible. G is second to the right of C is not possible. So we can have G here in this case. Okay. And if we consider this case, there is one person and there can be G. Okay. Now it was between A and Q, right? So A and Q, there can be 4 persons, there can be 2 persons also. Okay, so if we next statement says the number of people sitting between G and A is same as the number of people sitting between G and O. So if we consider this statement, then there is no person between G and A, so this will be O, right? But the last statement says only one person is sitting to the right of O. So this case is not possible. Okay. Now in this case, how many people between G and O? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 people between G and A and 4 people between G and O, right? So we will accept this case. Now we will use this part that A and Q and T and Q. So in this case, A and Q, 2 people in between. So T and Q, 2 people in between. So this will be T and Q. Now we know that M is sitting here. So this will be MQ. And then 2 people, then A, then 2 people, then C, then G. And number of people between A and G is 4, right? So same is G and O. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then O. Okay, and there is only one person sitting to the right of O. So this is some person, right? We do not know the name of that person, but there is one person. So let us count the number of people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then 4 people, 16, 17, 18. Are we getting 18? 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, 13. Oh, so I did not count this. So there are 19 people. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 3, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 people, 17, 18 and 19. So there are 19 people. Okay, so most of you got the answer as 19. That is correct. So they are 19 people, right? Okay. How many people are sitting in the room? So that's the first question, very first question in these things. So there are 19 people sitting in the room. How many people are sitting to the right of A? So remember, you have to count all the people, right? Not only the people given in the statements. How many people are sitting to the right of A? So do not count just the given people. So A is here, right? So let us count how many people are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there are 11 people. Okay. How many people are sitting between M and A? So M and A, there are 1, 2, 3 people. Okay. How many people sitting between G and O? So G and O, there are 1, 2, 3, and 4 people. Who is sitting second to the right of C? So second to the right of C is G. How many people are sitting between A and R? So in these questions, right, you have to consider these unknown people also. Okay, do not say that there are 3 people between A and R. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A and R. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it should be none of these. The answer should be none of these. And there are 7 people between A and R. Okay. Alright, so let us do another set. So it says that there are 10 boxes that are stacked one above the other, but not necessarily in the same order. Okay, so that is another kind of puzzle wherein we are given a, I would say that floor or box, right? So it could be floor or box. That is also another sort of arrangement. So same way, right? So that was linear arrangement, that's a vertical arrangement. So instead of left and right, we have top and bottom. Okay, so there are 10 boxes, and uh, some statements are given to us. Using this, we have to find the order in which they are placed. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so let's make this arrangement and then we will look at the questions. Okay, so the questions are linked to the set, right? So let us first solve the set and then look at the questions. If there were all questions which were different, so that requires, okay, you solve question by question. But since it's a common solution, we need to have a common solution and then we can answer all questions accordingly. This is again easy one because it does not have any second parameter. Okay. So some of I'm going to expect one or two sets to be easy. Let us see that what is going to be the who is going to conduct it. If IBPS conducts it, then it is going to be slightly on the difficult side. Okay. All right. So there are 10 boxes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. It says that F is at the lower end. So again, in any puzzle-based question, right, be it linear, circular, anything, right, you should look for some concrete data. Like it says F is at the lowermost position. So mark F. Okay. And then C is placed at the sixth position from the bottom, right? So mark C also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is C. Okay, so that is the way you start these puzzles, right? Even if it is difficult, the way is this only. You should look for some fixed position, right? Then build a chain. Now if anything connecting C, connecting F, that we should see. Okay, so only E is kept between J and F. Okay, so F is here, so that means J and E should be like this, because only E is between J and F. Now J cannot come below, so that will be here. Okay, A is placed just above H, which is just above C. So H is just above C, and A is just above H. Three boxes placed between G and I, okay, which is placed just below C. So I, 1, 2, 3, this box will be G. Okay, so we place this. D is not placed at the topmost position. So we have placed 8 of the boxes, 2 boxes remain. Right? So D is not at the topmost position, so this will be D. Okay. Now we are left with one box. Let us see A, B, C, D. So A, B is remaining, I guess, because C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J all are done. So B is remaining. So this will be okay. So that is the arrangement. I hope you must have got the same arrangement. How many of you got the same arrangement? V, G, A, H, C, I, D, J, E, F. Did you get the same arrangement? Okay. All right. So now we can answer the questions because in such questions, see, if you talk about reasoning questions, these puzzles, you need to make a common solution and then answer the questions, right? Because they will be related to the same. You do not have individual questions, right? All right. So how many boxes are placed between A and D? So this is A, this is D. One, two, three boxes between A and D. Which of the following box is at the top? Now keep one thing in mind that sometimes you might get stuck in a question. Okay. So generally the way people solve these puzzles is they'll solve the puzzle and then see the questions and answer them. Because that is because all questions are related to this arrangement, right? If you get stuck in a puzzle, okay, keep that thing in mind. So if you get stuck, then see questions. Okay, sometimes questions help you solve the arrangement. अगर arrangement नहीं बन रहा है तो maybe in one or two of the questions you will be able to spot out that yes, this is not a possible solution. Okay, so in this case top box is as B. So this was an easy set. It does not happen in this, but in difficult sets it happens. Sometimes these questions help you answer. So H is related to C, right? H is related to C. D is related to J. So that means the just one below. Okay, B is related to what? B is related to G. Okay, so you just have to relate the one that is just below that given box. Which box is placed at the eighth position from the bottom? So eighth position from the bottom is third from top. Okay, so that is A. Acha, one thing you remember, I mean, that helps, right? I'm sure that you know that this top plus bottom is equal to n plus 1. Okay, left plus right is equal to n plus 1. Okay, so if it happens in a seating arrangement, let us say they say that 10 people are sitting in a row or 12 people, right? And they say 10th person from the right. So do not count 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, do not count 1, 2, 3, 4. You can say that there are 10. Okay, so top plus bottom is equal to 11. Okay, because there are 8 people, so if it says that 8th from top, so that will be third from bottom, and vice versa. So that asks 8th position from bottom, so that will be third from top. Okay, so this saves your time in counting. Okay, if let us say there is a long queue, right? If they say that there are 12 people sitting in a line, okay, and they have asked the ninth person from left, so do not count 1, 2, 3, 4. Count fourth person from the right side. And there are kind of questions also like this. Individual questions are there, right? There are 37 people in a row. A person is sitting at this position from the left. What will be his position from right, etc. How many boxes are there below D? How many boxes below D? So D is this box. So we have 1, 2, and 3 boxes below D. Okay. Find the odd one out. So there is some box that is, I mean, there is some relation which is odd one out. So 4 of these options follow a pattern, but one does not follow. So you have to spot that one. So B and A, if we see the relation, B and A is second to the second below it. H and I, again H and I like this. JF also like this. DE, so D is also like this, right? So if we see I and A, right? So I and A, there is the relation is different, isn't it? So that is different from the other relations. Okay, so that is the odd one out. That is option E. Okay, so that is odd one out in this. All right, so those were a couple of sets based on arrangements, right? So we had some easy sets. We'll be doing some moderate and difficult ones also in our videos, right? So practice different varieties of problems in this, and that will help you figure out that what is your strong and weak area, right? So maybe you are good with seating arrangement based questions, but not good with blood relation based or some other kind of questions. So solving different varieties of puzzles helps you in this. Okay. If you are preparing for CAT and other examinations for the coming season, so you can enroll with our comprehensive program. It covers CAT and other MBA entrance examinations, and it has live sessions plus recorded sessions, mock test, books, and it covers GD, VAT, and PI preparation as well. Okay, so that's it for today. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day ahead. Goodbye.